United Nations Commission on Narcotic Drugs in Vienna, Austria, the government of Colombia requested the expulsion of the coca leaf from the list of the most harmful substances. Colombia's proposal is part of the drug policy reformulated by President Gustavo Petro since his arrival to power in 2022 as the country's first leftist president, and which aims to leave behind prohibitionism. Colombia has asked the Commission on Narcotic Drugs since 2023 to review the current classification of the coca leaf, proposing to remove it from the list of the 1961 Single Convention on Narcotic Drugs, which applies control measures and prohibits its cultivation. Argentine lawmakers filed on Monday a criminal complaint against President Javier Milei for the signing of an emergency decree (DNE) of agreement with the International Monetary Fund (IMF). The head of state disclosed the decree aimed at cancelling non-transferable treasury bills held by the central bank, a measure with which he intends to avoid passing through Congress anything that implies increasing the foreign debt. With only 4 agreements, the DNE grants the Office of Economy the power to apply the necessary instruments to comply with the fund's requirements. In this context, analysts and experts have qualified the document as a nonsense that does not withstand the slightest analysis.
With great skill, 3 female musicians gave a concert playing the tres, a national musical instrument made up of 3 orders of double strings, demonstrating their skill and mastery during the Women by Yeife festival held in Havana, which coincided with the celebration of International Women's Day. Although this instrument has traditionally been related to men, these Cuban women sent a message of empowerment by pointing out that more and more women are becoming part of the music scene throughout the country.
Whenever a woman becomes a member of one of these orchestras, of these traditional ensembles, there will always be the question of how well she will do it, how well she will fit into the style. Will she have the concept, or will she be at the same level as the rest of the members who are men?
We are fighting for that, so that women also have their own space and their own concepts, and that they get rid of the idea that you touch male or you touch female to see if it's right or wrong.
The tres is smaller than a traditional Spanish guitar. Its first references date back to the end of the 19th century, and it is said that it emerged in the east of the island, although some experts also affirm that the instrument was brought from Spain at the same time. At present, training in the tres is taught throughout the country at all 3 levels of musical education, with a large number of women among the student body.
I had never seen a tres before, only on television. Studying the instrument and daring to do what few women have dared before has made my life have a different flavor.
During the Women by Yeife festival, the 3 artists also offered a workshop with other women interested in this musical instrument, where they shared their experiences in their training and their contribution to the cultural identity of Cuba.
The Alliance of People for the Life of Panama announced on Monday a plan of activation in the face of the threats from the United States and in rejection of the proposed reforms to the Social Security Fund. The activity